see each other.
Yeah. What you mean we used to be able to see each other?
And something I used to look at, we used to be able to see each other. It was on an iPad or
Wasn't on no iPad.
No, it's on the TV.
on the TV.
What is wrong with you? CMPRadio.net. Yeah, this is straight
Like
that.
Yeah, we back.
Are we?
Week 4, episode 4. How's everybody doing this week?
Seems like we're doing good.
Seems that way?
Yeah, I don't want to jinx us.
Oh, man, everybody's good. I'm blessed. You blessed, P?
Blessed and highly favored.
Come
I
on
was
now.
about to say that.
Andrea, how you feeling?
I'm good. It's
Good.
election day. I hope everybody went out and vote.
I hope they voted for me. I hope they wrote my name on the ballot.
You asked them to, too.
I did. You want to know why I asked them to?
Why?
Because I can. Just write my name on the ballot. Let's just fuck some things up. Nothing gets fixed until it gets fucked up, bro.
First, yeah, you got
I'm not mad at Trump for none of the shit he doing right now.
Why would you be?
Because nothing gets fixed unless it gets fucked up.
You got to understand politics.
Bro.
That's how it is.
So,
That is how it is. So, another week, another episode. We here.
we are.
We got some good things to talk about tonight.
Oh, I can hear your phone. Turn your phone down.
You can hear my phone?
Yeah.
I thought it was all the way down.
My phone is up.
Is it yours?
No, I wasn't even on the.
Oh.
Is it yours?
But yeah, we got some good things to talk about. And
I'm a little upset right now.
go ahead. No, we ain't gonna do that. We're not
We ain't going to do that.
We're gonna break this ice real quick. We're gonna break this ice.
We not
I'm
gonna
not
be
doing this
messy.
with him. We're not doing that.
We not
What's
gonna be
up,
messy.
Andrea? What's the icebreaker question for the day?
The icebreaker is, what's one thing you've changed your mind about in the last year, whether it's love, life, or loyalty?
Yep, I want to answer that.
You wanna go first?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
Okay. Love, life, or loyalty? Life. Life. I've changed my mind about life. And the reason being is,
You trying to die?
no, we don't know the day nor the time, so let's just live it.
Ooh.
Live it. We got to live it, man. And shout out, I'm doing this. I'm sorry, I got to do this because that's my extended family. Shout out to the Shaw family, man, who lost their cousin, son, nephew,
Absolutely.
brother, grandson, all that yesterday. Senseless act of violence up there in Upper Darby. So let's keep them in our prayers, man. Again, that's my extended family. Those are my peoples, all of them, all 1,800 of the Wu kids. We're going to keep them in prayer. And, yeah, let's just hope and lift them up, man. Be there for them if you can, because I don't know how it would feel to lose a child. I don't know. So if you've ever been in a place like that, give them some words of comfort, words of encouragement, and whatever, because losing the child,
It's hard.
seeing your child going to grave before you, whew. So God, I thank you. But yeah, life for me, that just made it come full circle, because gotta live it. I'm no longer being mad at nobody. That's taking too much energy. I'm no longer holding any grudges.
Yeah.
That's taking too much energy. I love you. I want you. I want unity. I want to need you, so we can be better as a people and move forward. Cause boy, if we don't, I'm going to Ghana.
He said he want to go to Ghana. I was going to go until you pulled that shit. So I ain't going to
Oh, gosh. He ain't going to let you live that down.
I can't trust you.
Wow. Come on, man.
No, we good.
So what is it? Love, life, or loyalty?
That's
You want me to
correct.
go next?
Mm-hmm.
I think my mind changed on each of them, on love, life, and loyalty. I'll start with life. Like, my perspective now is just like, tomorrow's not promised to nobody. So really, like Mike said, not holding grudges against people and doing the things that I want to do. not putting things off, too late, because you be like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and then you just keep on procrastinating, and time goes by, and next thing you didn't do whatever you wanted to do.
Right about it.
So that's something I'm really big on. That love, just being open to connections and new love. Loyalty, that is everything to me. If I can't trust you, I can't be your friend. I barely could be your associate if I can't trust you.
I ain't got no other choice. My friends, they don't have no loyalty. They sell you right down the river.
It's really important to me because seriously, like, I'm somebody, I don't have a lot of friends, but if I'm locked in with you, I'm really locked in with till the wheels fall off, literally. So that is something really, really, like, important to me.
Yeah, I can attest to that. That was definitely a friend.
Oh, God.
Yo.
What?
You got some things to say? Or
No, we don't got nothing to say.
All right.
No, he's not allowed to say it. I'm gonna say it. No, you done? Mm-hmm. I'm not rushing you or anything like that. Last year, life, right? I dealt with a lot of death last year, right? So I realized that I got more time here than I have time left, right? I got 45 years on this earth. If God gives me another 45, I'll be blessed, right? But if he doesn't, I'll be blessed the same way because I was here for 45 years and able to do things with my children and give them an experience. And I saw the therapist today about family therapy, right? Because I know my actions, they have ripple effects. Absolutely. Right? And just because I think I said sorry enough or I was accountable, that doesn't mean that my children have been able to vocalize how they feel, right? And I'm talking about the little kids. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about the bigger kids, not the little kids. Not to say that the little kids don't need therapy too, right? It's just when they reach a certain age, we'll go to therapy too. But I really got to get
the older ones.
Yeah, Taylor, P. Lauren, JP, right? To go into a room and express how they feel. It could be just me or me and their mom, right? That doesn't matter, right? Mm-hmm. I just need my kids to be able to say, how they feel. How they feel I left them, how they feel I didn't do what I was supposed to do, how they felt unprotected. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And, we move on from that. So life, for me, it changed my perspective on the ending, right? It's not really as bad as I think it is. It can't be. There's no way, right? So that's where I'm at.
That's what's up. I like that. Yes, we'll see.
So let's get into the news topics.
Let's go, man.
Diddy did it.
Diddy did it.
Diddy did it.
No Diddy.
Did he do it? Did he really do it?
Sounded like he did.
But did he do it by himself?
He had a conglomerate with him. He right. definitely paid people to officiate, but God darn it.
God darn what?
It sounded like this nigga was.
Did we expect anything else? How many times
we call R. Kelly the Pied Piper? Yeah, this nigga is the Pied Piper.
Yeah, he got R. Kelly.
This nigga got R. Kelly.
He got R. Kelly.
I ain't been watching the case. I don't know a lot about the case.
It's overkill because it's like when you go on social media, it's just like flooding your social media. It's everywhere.
I don't know anything about that.
Don't go on Twitter.
Oh my God.
Twitter tells you everything. Twitter, X. That's
it's
the perfect
really
name for that.
It's oversaturated on social media. Listen, like man. TMZ posting all the time. It's a lot.
See, but my thing was this though. Is this a trial about just Cassie, or Diddy and these?
I was saying, when Cassidy get involved in it? The rapper Cassidy is involved in it?
No, Cassie, like she's been the focal point the last 2-3 days of questioning.
Because that was the person he was supposed to have raped or kidnapped.
Well, I'm gonna put another spin on it. I think Cassie is like the catalyst to get him on bigger charges, like
to make shit stick.
Yes. Yes.
They're
So
not-
it's
It is a RICO.
Yeah.
They're not about the young thug.
Yeah,
this joint.
Yeah, well, it is a RICO, so yeah.
So
Ain't about to give him probation. He can
Yeah.
do life in jail, bro.
life.
Life in jail.
I think life might be a little bit much.
I think life is what they're fucking offering.
That's what they want. That's why I told you. That's why he yelled out to Donald Trump. Yo, man, I need that pardon, bro. I need that pardon. He already
Life,
he
though?
went to the big homie and said, I need the pardon, bro.
Because Donald Trump was there too.
That's what I
This
know
is-
these.
This is after all of the scandals, after all of the people that they caught. Don't you understand this is what people with money do? Like, do we not understand that this is what they do? When we go to parties and we do the exact same thing, maybe not to that level, but imagine being a billionaire or a millionaire and being at a party. There's cocaine everywhere. There's drugs everywhere.
Like, what else
There's
can you
lube
do?
everywhere. There's no. I have money. There's no. You should definitely get naked right now and jump on top of this table and play with yourself until you squirt across the room. Right? I have money. I can tell you to do that. But what happened is, being in America, be it the place of lawyers, and how you can make $1 million just by suing somebody for having you do something that you agreed to do.
And that's my thing too, bro. Like, a lot of these people did not say they were forced to do anything. They didn't say they were forced. They didn't say it was drug induced and anything like that. Did they take drugs? Yes. But it wasn't a drug induced decision to be like, they knew where they were at. They got invited.
The only place you're not allowed to make a drug induced decision is in court. Everywhere else throughout our lives, we have made drug-induced decisions. If that's the case, majority of my kids were drug-induced.
Should they be?
Oh my God.
Was he high when he agreed to have this? Was he high when he put it in? Yes.
Dante said we gotta watch Diddy Fall of Diddy on Max.
Man, I'm not watching that, bro. I already know.
He gonna fall,
bro. They take So the question that I have.
Okay.
Can we separate Diddy, R. Kelly? Can we separate the artist from the person? Can we still enjoy their music?
I do.
I love me some R. Kelly music. I ain't gonna hold you.
My kids.
Love me some R. Kelly.
You feel me?
Probably was made to it.
What's wrong? Is that okay?
I believe it is.
Because a lot of people don't.
I believe it is, but it's like when you decide to become a celebrity, it's like you got to take the good with the bad. And it's like, you're in the public eye.
The good with the bad, though, that's like saying, because I hang with somebody, I got to take their consequences. These motherfuckers are making the choices to do this stuff.
Cool.
Diddy, R. Kelly made the choice to do whatever they did.
They got money.
Yeah, I'm back to your situation back to your, you know what I'm saying, statement about the money. They got it. So I can't do regular shit no more.
Regular shit don't amuse them.
It doesn't excite them. So now I gotta go and open the door and possibly see what you don't want to see.
I had a conversation with an old head. I was 15 years old. And he was like, this is somebody that everybody know. I ain't gonna say his name, but anyway, he was like, I guess he had he knew my dad, so he just came up to me. We was talking, and he was like, man, you know, young boy, you better wear a rubber. Shit get hard out here. I'm trying to figure out the conversation. I'm just sitting there, you feel me? 15-year-old me, like, nigga, you just go walk up and say some shit like that?
Right.
Where you trying to go?
Right.
He was like, man, I gotta take this medicine. Got some blue shit coming out. So, blue.
Ooh.
Oh.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to wear a rubber.
That's supposed to be the color of the water with the joint in it.
Now, later on, I come to find out that, you know, he was dipping in the, you know, he was playing with the.
Oh, wow.
Right?
He was in the mud pool.
But he said to me, he was like, after you have so much of this, there's nothing else to do but that.
I've heard that.
No, I ain't never heard no shit like that.
I haven't gotten to that point.
It's first for me.
I haven't gotten to that point where I need that on a male, I'll take that on a female.
So I don't want to even have this conversation. Never mind. Let me shut up.
You should have listened to it. Now you got 22 kids. No, I didn't use a rubber. And I had another conversation with somebody recently, and it was like, bro, you should thank God you ain't got AIDS. I said, you should thank God, bro. Like everything that you've done, every mountain that you've climbed.
That's real shit, though.
You ain't fall down none of them joints? Nah, because I was selective. I don't care what nobody say. I was selective.
You climbed the mountains with no boots.
No boots. And my feet is healthy. I'm still trying to climb something.
All right. Let's get back on this topic.
Right, we're talking about
it. So, do y'all think Cassie has any...
I didn't know she was married.
Guiltiness? What do y'all feel about her husband?
Do we feel like Cassie has any guiltness? Can we answer one question for you? Answer another?
Yes.
Yes, she has guiltiness. Because she wasn't a millionaire. She was just fooling with a millionaire. And she was cool.
Was pretty.
And she liked it, obviously. So we need accountability to Miss Cassie.
My thing is...
It's so much better when we do it together. Oh, I like the. Oh, can we have another? Oh, can we do?
Okay, so my thing is, I have another question. Mm-hmm. Do you think that she could get time, or do you think she had? What is it?
No,
what does it call it?
She got immunity.
Okay, immunity.
Mm-hmm. Anybody that testifies for the federal government has immunity.
Set their stuff up.
Everybody Yeah, we want you to testify against Diddy. Can I get immunity? How you think everybody got off on that young thug? The boy asked him Woody asked him on the stand. He's like, I got immunity, right? He was like, yeah, damn right I shot it.
Said it right there.
What? So what? He said, I got immunity, right? Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I went down there, picked up, shot him, right, and rolled out. That was on me. I wanted that. How you get immunity and then take the charge off him?
Dante said she was 19 years old, fucking with a powerful ninja, and that be it. Like these impressionable young females.
No, anytime I did with a junkie, I wore a condom.
Who?
That was so random.
No, he just said it. I was selective.
Who think, you know what I'm saying, because you're pretty, you want to use your looks and your good looks to get close to somebody who's Diddy status. Again, he ain't doing nothing average. His house too big to do something average. I could have a whole playpen down his joint.
You could tell by the bottles of lube that he had. When they confiscated the lube, you knew it was a problem.
That was crazy. They take the
But you notice nobody talked about his bisexual tendencies, because we all know that
They take the baby oil out the house?
Yeah.
Why?
What you mean, why?
That's crazy. That's evidence.
Evidence. Cassie said she couldn't never quite grip the bed sheets. She was sliding all off the bed. So we got the lube just to make sure.
That's crazy.
How many bottles of lube did he have? We got them all.
They got them all.
500 bottles of lube.
Left out with cases.
But they had a lot of other stuff. They had MDMA. I love that shit.
But nobody's exposed his sexuality, because we all know that he go both ways.
I mean, we all said it. My thing is, how is anybody surprised that this is coming out like this? When we said it, everybody was joking about it. Everybody.
That's how they got that no Diddy.
That's exactly where they. No
That's
Diddy.
Crazy.
No Diddy.
No,
bro, you gonna make me watch this joint? I got to tune in.
They talk about his gay. Why do I want to watch about him being gay? Man, he was don't stop. Thought I told you that. We won't take that. Just the things that he was saying.
But the fact of the matter is, before we move on, the crazy thing is this, right? If you connected to somebody and that person dies, right, and they've been the leader of the pack for so long, they shielded you. Biggie is who I'm talking about. Shielded him from so much shit.
He was fucking Biggie.
What? No.
Stop it.
No.
I'm not going to agree with you
I'm
there.
definitely not agreeing
I'm
with
not
you
going to.
I'm not.
I'm going to keep going on.
We not going to.
So Biggie was shielding him.
I'm just
and then when Biggie died, it just was like, world take me as I am.
World take me as I am what? I feel as though when it wasn't Biggie that died, it was the brother that had the black godfather that was in California. When he passed away, he was protecting all this shit. He didn't let this shit go left.
I'm gonna go a little.
I forget his name.
I'm gonna go a little bit deeper.
Yeah.
I think Puffy was groomed to be that way. Clyde Davis was like. Clyde Davis is openly gay, and that was, Puffy. He kind of like groomed Puffy. You had Andre Harrell, like, and I heard his mama was kind of weird too.
His mama,
yeah, Puffy mama, Puffy's mama.
What was she doing?
He was exposed to. He was exposed. This is the thing. He was exposed to certain things, a certain type of lifestyle. Young. So again, I'm not making no excuses for him.
So his mama was having parties.
But he was exposed to some things.
Quote unquote, sorry, but they saying the young lady, the lady that's his mom, that we say is his mom, right? It's not really his mom.
Who is it?
That's what they're saying. They trying to find this out.
Who his mom is?
Yeah, because his dad was a big time drug dealer.
Thank you.
In Harlem.
What did he say? When I first met you.
What?
Look so good.
Who said that?
Biggie.
He did say that. I'm sorry. Yo, Dante, you gotta stop.
Stop.
Don't
you
look the song up, P.
Oh, come on.
Don't look the song up.
Just being my bitch.
Yeah, I know the song it is.
Yeah. And niggas was rapping that shit right back. We ain't give a fuck.
They
wasn't thinking about it.
They wasn't thinking about it.
Now these, I'm not gonna call them YNs because I love my young boys, bro. I'm not gonna do that. But now these young boys, everything you say is gay.
Everything. I was just having that conversation yesterday. Everything's sexualized.
I said you got to pick that up and put that back up there. Pause.
Yeah.
Pause, Uncle P. Pause.
Yeah.
Pick that up and put that back up there. Now you got to put that in deeper than that.
But
Pause.
But like before we go off the subject of this, you got to think about all the people that are like big sexual perps out here. Most likely in their childhood they were molested. They was exposed to hypersexuality. Like R. Kelly, you hear like the stories he went through.
Yeah, he went through.
He went through a lot, and I'm not making excuses, but it's like it's a shame. Like it's an example of like when you are exposed to certain lifestyles
too early,
and too at all. If you're exposed to a lifestyle too at all, and I give you a bunch of money, you're gonna want that lifestyle to continue.
Yeah.
And they were continuing it, and it was undercover until they started to go after people and say things to the wrong people. And then people started to realize, oh, we can bring him down. How many women testified against R. Kelly but was cool with it up until the fact that they seen another white person go to jail for it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we can talk about this now, and we won't look like hoes no more because it's Women's Vindication Month. We can get away with this. Yup, I was taking all types of Bill Cosby.
But think about if some of these men, high-profile men, were in therapy, in like specialized
therapy. They don't need no therapy.
Yeah, for their hypersexuality and some things is beyond just being sexual. Some of it is kind of sick.
Some of it is just what you like. Again, you got
when you're torturing somebody, it's one thing
to
have a fetish,
but
if you are hurting someone, physically hurting someone.
How do we know it was torture?
We weren't
when
there.
you blacking people's eyes and swelling people's lips up, that doesn't.
He was punching people in the mouth.
It just could have been she was light skinned and couldn't take that. You know,
you didn't see her face busted
up. That was abuse. That wasn't torture. He was mad. She was trying to leave. He said as small as a Tootsie Roll.
He did. We're not going
I thought you was going to say it is.
I don't know. I ain't see it.
I was going to say
they did say they on that.
That made me think. There's some women out here that got big clitorises. You feel me? Like, and it's bigger than a Tootsie Roll. So was I gay?
What? I don't even know if this. I gotta take a sip of water on.
I gotta go to therapy.
So look, man. Basketball season is still on.
Yes, it is.
It's still going on. Playoffs.
LeBron is out.
LeBron out. You think he's gonna leave?
Yeah. He's gonna pack up and take his son with him.
How old is he now?
40.
Oh, it's time for him to pack.
Yeah.
Nah, he ain't going nowhere.
Why not?
He can't.
Why can't he? I don't even think he's 40, is it?
Yeah, same. We're the same age.
Oh, y'all the
He'll
same
be
age?
41 this year.
Ain't that some shit?
Wow.
Damn.
He'll be 41 this year.
He been in the NBA since what age?
18.
Dang. He put in that work.
22 years.
Dang.
Okay.
He's going into his 22nd year.
Dang.
He can't go nowhere though.
Why can't he?
It
got him a
would look bad on his. It would look bad on his resume to go
Give a
anywhere.
fuck, nigga.
He got
Go. In my opinion, stay there.
He gonna go to Dallas.
I would love that.
I bet you. See, as soon as I said he'd go to Dallas, oh yeah, come there.
I would love that,
ruin his fucking
but
career.
it's not gonna happen.
Man, LeBron ain't going nowhere.
He can't go nowhere.
Why can't he? He signed a 1-year contract.
Yeah,
Didn't he?
that's for him to keep his options open as far as getting the max amount of money. He
So,
gonna keep
so you're
getting
saying he can't leave?
Why?
What options do the Lakers have to keep him?
They had a better team with him.
With him, a better team?
Yeah, him and
Getting put out of the playoffs in the first round?
Yeah, that wasn't his fault though.
Oh, it's never his fault.
No, I'm saying no.
Guess what? It was
listen,
always Michael Jordan's fault.
Listen,
It was always Michael Jordan.
okay,
So if you want to be the GOAT, you're the best player on the team, you will your team to
at
victory,
40, bro.
That's tough.
Then
40,
retire.
At 40,
Then retire.
he's still balling. 25 a night.
But if you can't do it, like he was never the assassin. He was never the last shot taker. Don't do that, please. Don't do that.
Are we gonna do this right here?
No, we're going to do it because you sitting there trying to make it seem like I give LeBron for his longevity, for his community work, for his career being clean.
Got you.
But that flopping shit and that passing the ball when
All
you
I'm
should be
saying-
taking passing the ball when you should be taking that last shot, he is not a GOAT to me. That's what GOATs do. Kobe.
I want you to do.
Kobe
I want you
wanted
to
the
know
ball.
this before you
here we
continue to go on. He got more game winners than Michael Jordan, more game winners than Kobe, put together.
He played more games than all
Now
of
you
them.
want to talk about the longevity? Now
I just
you
said,
can't do
Didn't
both.
I just say longevity?
You know, but you're not. Now you're using it as a negative. You
I'm
can't
not.
do
I
that.
know. I'm using it as something that you weigh it against. He played more games, so he would have more game winners. Common fucking sense.
No, that's
He
not.
played more games. Does he have more championships then, though?
No,
Thank you.
he
Then
has four.
so that ends the game winner shit.
It doesn't.
Right.
That's what you brought up. You say he don't have that. He don't. You say he's not a killer.
He not.
is.
He's not.
Why? Just because it ain't on your face and you mean mugging?
He wasn't no sniper.
What's a sniper?
Who he supposed to be?
He shot better than both of these people that you just
He
named.
didn't shoot better than Kobe, bro.
All right. Who's the next true face of the NBA? Let's go to the next question.
The next true face is Anthony Edwards.
And
Edwards.
I fuck with him just how he did the babe, the child support.
Edwards.
He got that.
Oh, he paid her up front.
Yeah.
What, it was a meal? How much was it?
I don't care how much. I don't care how much it was.
Yeah, gave her all of it up front.
He put that money up front. I don't want to see that baby ever. Here.
That's a shame, though, for the
He
child.
told her, hey,
It is a shame. The mother ain't shit. He said he didn't want
He
it.
said he ain't want it.
And
From
then
the jump.
I don't give a fuck. I got a baby by you. Well, here, take this money and don't.
Well, he raw dogged her.
Dre, look it up. That's all I'm going to
He
tell
raw
you.
dogged her.
Look it up.
Anytime you have unprotected sex, you take a risk of having a baby.
No, you don't. You take a risk of getting an abortion. If he was a bum on the street working at Wawa, she would have gotten an abortion.
Exactly.
Period. If he don't have nothing to offer, she would have got rid of it. So don't sit there because he's an NBA star now say, oh, now you had taken the risk. No, she took the risk. You let him fuck you raw? You're a woman. You don't control your pussy? You can't tell a nigga no without no condom?
Yeah, you can tell a nigga no.
Right, but no, he got money. I'm gonna let him fuck. He
Set
gonna
that
get me
up.
pregnant.
She set that up.
Thank you. No, I don't.
If
no,
either parties
no.
don't want kids, then somebody should be wearing a condom, whether you famous or not.
Obviously, the other party wanted kids.
That's
He
why
wasn't
it's a
No,
setup.
how you know that person
It was a
wanted
setup.
kids?
He wasn't. Did she have the child? Then that
Some people
means-
don't believe in abortion.
Who don't believe in abortion? Again,
Some
if-
people, for religious reasons, will
if-
not abort a
if she
child.
was messing with someone that was less standard than her, and he came in her and got her pregnant, she would have got rid of that baby. Why? Because she knew she would have had to struggle to take care of that baby. This man just dropped a mill like it wasn't nothing. She said she was pregnant. He said, well, we got to get rid of that. From the rip. Wasn't no pleasantries. Wasn't no, hey, baby, how you doing? Now
He
we got to get
actually
rid of
said that from the beginning, though, even before they encountered.
They was just fucking. And she knew they was just fucking. And she knew what she was doing.
She got another.
If she
I don't
didn't
know
take
if
the
it's-
condom off.
I don't know if it's an NBA player or another. She got a baby by somebody else who's a high profile athlete.
Yeah.
So she understood the game.
Okay.
Now again, if a man say
SGA might have something to say with that.
if a man say, yeah, I don't care what your financial status is or whatever. If he say he don't want no kids, don't want no kids.
Then he should wear a condom. So don't depend on a woman. Don't depend on a woman for birth control. Don't depend on her.
Can we please understand one thing? I do not own your vaginal anything. That is yours.
Can't tell you what to do with it.
If we are having sex and you do not make me put a condom on, you are accepting responsibility.
It's equal.
Oh my God.
It is.
It's
Both people
not.
are responsible.
No,
Both people are responsible.
No, a man ain't thinking about none of that. You should be. No, you are the person carrying the baby. You are the person whose body's going to change from having this baby. You are the person that got to open up and give birth to this baby.
So if a woman doesn't tell you to put the condom on, you're not going to put the condom on?
Ask any man. Let's do that poll. We're going to do
not.
that. We're going to do that. Listen, we're going to do
not.
that. Give me a day. As soon as summer go off, you get summer break. We're going to go out here in the public and ask people questions. If a woman asks you to put a condom on, are you going to put a condom on? 90% of the men are going to say,
Probably not.
no.
Probably
If
not.
she don't ask you, you ain't putting no condom on. Because you're thinking maybe she's on birth control.
Or you just want that wet. You know, somebody. Some people just like to climb those mountains. You know.
Anybody want to tap in on this watching and answer that question?
Left. They left. They gonna
I
leave.
want to hear some.
They gonna leave. Don't
Any
nobody
man
like.
on here want to answer that?
No.
was
That's
just
why That's why they go get snipped. See, that's what he should. But he's Anthony Edwards. He don't want to get snipped because he's going to run into a woman he wants to marry and he wants to be with and wants to build a life with. He knew that she wasn't that woman, and she knows that she's not that woman.
But he still fucked her.
He wanted to feel it.
He wanted that ass.
Guaranteed he paid for it. Guarantee he paid for it. Guarantee he bought her shit. Mm-hmm. Guarantee he took care of her, so it wasn't no problem for her to get rid of the baby and just get on some birth control pills, keep fucking this nigga till he fall in love with you. That's it. But y'all want it now. Y'all need it now. Let me get this baby now.
Do you realize, I mean, you're not a woman, but you don't know the impact that birth control can have on your body in a negative way, too.
Don't eat everything. Put yourself on a diet. Oh, I don't know.
I'm not talking about weight gain. It can have
do?
side effects.
Like what?
It could fuck up.
Fuck up what? Your vaginal?
Your menstrual.
Your menstrual.
Okay. So then you bleed for 3 days instead of 2.
Or it could be worse. It could be worse.
Or you bleed for 7 days.
You are not a woman, just like I'm not a man.
But you always telling a man what he can do. Crazy.
Touche.
Crazy.
Okay, you checked me on that
Yep,
one. Okay,
that's exactly why. That's
okay.
exactly why I did that.
But listen, Dre said they both at fault. I'm with Dre.
Dre would say they're both at fault
because we are both at fault.
Because Dre is a married man who takes all of his the way he should. He eats his vitamins the way he should. Dre. He's a firefighter and he's doing all that good stuff. And he's a married man, so he has no other choice but to agree. But I'm not married.
It doesn't matter if you're married or not.
My wagon's not hitched to nobody. I can tell the
whether
truth.
you're married or not. If you do not want, if you do not want a child, if you don't want a child, then you protect yourself. Don't depend on the woman because a woman can say she has birth control and she might not be on it.
She might not be on it. That's why that guy. What was that guy's name in Charlotte that killed the wife? That killed the girl.
Ray
Caruth. That's why he killed her because she didn't want to get rid of the baby.
He killed her.
Yep, went to jail. Everything. He just got out, didn't he?
Yep.
And the baby was still born, but the mom died. Crazy.
Baby. It's just like that. My question now becomes: if he don't want the baby, but she do I have to take care of it? Obviously, he did. He paid a whopping $1.something million. That's like hush money. Leave me alone. Don't contact me and all this. Granted, she did a great thing with this money. She started a trucking company and all this type stuff. But it's not his fault just because of his.
It is his fault. Drake just said why it's his fault. He didn't protect himself. So me being a millionaire, this is what I'm going to do. Listen. You call me and say you pregnant? Oh, I need to meet up with you. How you feeling? Listen, I really can't do a baby right now, so let me make you an offer. You know what I'm saying?
I'm quite sure that probably even happen.
I will take care of you for the rest of your life if you get rid of this baby. You will get a monthly stipend from me to get rid of this baby. and I'm gonna start right now with this payment, and I need you to sign this contract right now. And my man,
I think he should have did that before, though. He should have.
You gotta talk. See, it's how you talk to females. You can't be all. He was abrasive in that joint.
I'm quite sure.
Those texts, he was like, "Bitch, you better get rid of that. Thing. Fuck is wrong with you? I'm not having no baby." No, you got, man. We gotta meet up. We gotta talk. Same way you played her to get her. You gotta play her to get her out. You feel me? You gotta talk to her nice to get her out. Oh no, we can't do that right now. I want some pussy so bad. Like you don't understand. Like I need you.
But that's not him though.
That is him. That is him. Guarantee. If it ain't him, somebody better teach him.
We already
bro.
He abrasive.
I'm not one that believes in abortion. If you get pregnant, it's your decision as a female. Whatever you decide, that's how I feel. You feel me? I'm not gonna push an abortion down your throat
because it is your body.
Because it is your body. So you make the last decision. But I'm gonna give you all the things that you can weigh it up against and say whether or not you want to do this. And if you agree to have this baby, you're accepting responsibility just like I am too. And if I fall, what you gonna do? If I can't get up, what you gonna do? When I was in the street and I'm hustling, I'm like, yo, you gonna have a baby by me? What if I get shot tomorrow and I'm in a wheelchair and I can't move no more? What if I get locked up?
But see, so many people be thinking with their private parts and not thinking with their brain.
Yeah, in that moment. But that moment is past. Now we got a baby. Now we need to be thinking about the child. Now you're telling me you're pregnant. Now you can go over here. We can get this abortion for $500. You ain't got to worry about me no more. You can say you dodged the bullet.
But this is the thing. This is the thing. I've never been pregnant, but from what I hear, with abortions, that psychological, like,
getting your ear pierced is psychological. Getting your nose pierced is psychological. Getting a tattoo is psychological. Having a baby and knowing you can't take care of it is fucking psychological to that baby. And that baby comes out here and he's neglected and he feels some type way and he gets mad and he goes and kills somebody's son who's about to be an NBA star and do some great things. That's psychological. You done birthed a hell spawn. Because you psychological and the dad don't want the baby.
But I'm just
saying.
that's
the thing I want to know, though.
Okay.
I want to know this.
Okay.
How does she tell this young man once he gets to a certain age about his dad not wanting to?
Yeah.
I think that's a hard
That's
conversation
not hard.
for her.
That's not hard for women.
That's going to be hard
that
for
nigga
her.
didn't give a fuck about you. Just like that.
You think that's how she gonna bring it?
No, I don't think she would do that.
What else you gonna say?
Your
dad ain't give.
Because you don't want a child to feel. If you really love your child, you don't want them to feel like they've been abandoned. Their father didn't want them. Everybody's not going to be abrasive like that, even if it's the truth.
Everybody is. Most young black females that have babies that a nigga said he didn't want to have because you want to have it. What other way can you explain it to you? It's already out there that the dad didn't care.
Yeah.
The dad already left this money for you and he said, I never want to see this baby. Tell this baby do not come looking for me.
I gave you a $1.something million.
So when she turns 18 and he's done in the NBA and she looking for a dad, or she makes it to the WNBA and becomes a star and he wants to be there because this is my baby, because that's what's going to happen. That's what typically happens. The kids that we run away from end up doing something great that we want to be around. Mm-hmm. You ever see LeBron's father? No. How about Kevin Durant's daddy? No. Guaranteed them dads sitting over there like, I should have been there. I could have made it. Oh man. If I would have been in his life, he would have had a great jumper. They got the skills from somewhere. 9 times out of 10, they ain't get it from their mom. They got their hype from somewhere. 9 times out of 10, they ain't get it from their mom.
But all women are not going to dog out the father, even if the father's not there. Is because if they're someone that has accepted their responsibility of who they chose to have a child by and just trying to raise their child with. I know people that have done it with fathers that are deadbeat and didn't dog out the guy, just did what they needed to do for their child.
You know educated women.
Yeah, I do.
How many street women do you know?
I don't know many.
We're talking about street. We're not talking about educated, because educated women don't. If once they say, "All right, I'm going to do this on my own," they do it on their own.
Right.
They got to.
They could have they could be in a whole relationship with a nigga. Nigga say he don't want the kid. The relationship is over. I'm done. I'm going home with my mom and dad. They going to help me. They going to assist me. I'm not asking you for Nathan.
Right.
I'll see you when I see you.
And a nigga go on, and that's why, listen, I don't know. I think it's Karl Malone that has a daughter that was in the WNBA.
Yeah.
You feel me? He also has a son that was in the NFL. and he wasn't in his life. So things happen great for his kids. He's like, damn, if I just would have been there, maybe I could have. You know what I'm saying? But he don't know because he didn't care at that time. He was just slanging it.
He was Ann Edwards.
Basically, riding around in the 16-wheeler. You know what I mean? Throwing that joint everywhere.
So you definitely think social economic status and education plays a role in
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. If mom is educated and mom knows how to make things happen and mom and dad are on the side of her, saying, damn, baby, you just fucked up. But when you ain't got that,
yeah, your team definitely got to be strong.
boy, I ain't going to say I don't got a team. I got a team. They just not starters. You feel me? They people I call in when I really need help. But if I had a team standing by me, bro, I wouldn't be dealing with half the shit I be dealing with. Literally. So that's how that goes. You feel me? Like you can't ask a spoon to be a fork.
And then we ask the question, who's at fault? I can't say Ant-Man is at fault. I can't say Anthony Edwards is at fault.
I blame that nigga.
I can't.
It's equal fault. I think it's equal fault.
Here's why.
I'm not gonna let a woman blame him,
If
but I can blame him.
you my boundaries ahead of time, and you choose to step over them, you walk that line.
You ain't gonna get no excitement out of Mike.
You walk that line. It is what it is. You walk that line. I didn't tell you to. I already told you this is what I wanted to do. This is what I didn't want to do. You said, oh, man, I got one. This is why I believe it was a setup.
Okay.
I got one athlete bag. He going to be paying me for 18 years. Get another one. Bag this other one. Guess what? He said, I ain't going to do that. Let's tally this total up right now. And what I'm going to give you this $1 million and you going to go, you could have had that without
If she would have had her own money, would y'all feel differently? If
she got her own money.
She got her own money.
Okay, well.
She got her own money. Crazy the way she got it is the way she got it, but she got her own money.
She is 38 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how old Anthony Edwards is?
How old is he?
23.
Oh, that was.
Now,
Wow.
Are you telling me she didn't know what she was doing when she opened?
Knew. Okay. All right. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
See? You just
23.
23.
Oh, 23.
23.
She took that BBL to the work. She made that joint work.
Yo. Yeah, she knew.
Who are other baby daddy? She got another one.
23.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine dealing with somebody who's 23.
Listen.
Right.
She did it. She's doing it. Well,
how many kids does she have? She little baby dad.
Little baby.
Little baby mom?
The rapper.
Oh, wow. Well, she got a few dollars. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
So she knew what she was doing. She got a rapper. You feel me? And a baller.
Rapper and a baller.
Now she can go get a regular nigga. Because that's about the only nigga that's going to lick anything on her. Because you tainted. You got all types of...
It's crazy.
That thing is... Ugh.
That's bad. Now, we gonna get to the meat of the conversation tonight now, y'all. What we talking about, P?
Oh, does struggle build love or break it?
That's crazy.
Does struggle build love or break it? We're going to get everybody's personal opinion and we're going to get into this conversation.
I want to go last.
Why you want to go last?
I need to marinate.
All right.
Go ahead. It's gonna. I think it's twofold.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's twofold. It got to be twofold because if you're not like-minded or equally yoked, it's not going to build.
What is
nothing.
equally yoked?
We have the same foundation. Though we can go over here, I go over there, you go over there. Our journey is different, but our foundation is the same.
And when you
Core
say
values.
core values.
Yes, thank
Right.
you. Spiritual, respect, all those things are that's our foundation. Trust, honesty. Those things being our foundation, we can build that. But if it's not, that shit gonna break. It's gonna break. Hard times gonna break. Because if Oh man, if you run every time something gets hard, keep running. Keep running. Cause how you gonna withstand? How you gonna withstand the hard time? I look at it like this. I played baseball when I was younger, all the way up into high school, even some in college. Guess what? I got hit with several no Diddy baseballs standing in that.
You got hit with them balls.
90 miles per hour fastball, 80 miles per hour fastball, 70 miles per hour fastball. Guess what? If I didn't get back in the batter's box, I couldn't make a play. So look at it, that's life. If you don't stand the test of time, them tough times, you can't move on.
You played before they had all these extra plastic pieces.
Yeah, we ain't have all that.
We ain't have all
no,
that.
You
got hit in the head. You got hit in the
Chester
head.
Youth, boy. Come on, you got hit.
I played baseball one season. I wasn't no good.
And why you stop?
My dad died.
Oh, see, a lot of people stop because they see stuff like that.
Oh, I would have loved. I would
hit, bam. Oh man, get that little cherry on your thigh.
I believe I would have been good at baseball if it was my first season ever playing. You feel me,
man? Tough times only build character,
I'm
man.
going to answer this question, and I'll
Don't
know
you
that
just
I'm
going last?
okay.
All right, no, go ahead. Go ahead.
I might, and I don't care if I sound a little shallow.
Shut up.
I've been through struggle, and I don't. At 42, I don't want to go through struggle. Like,
So what do you consider to be struggle in a relationship?
someone that is not like grounded, like they're like all over.
So we're not
the
talking
place.
about money,
Not talking about money.
right? So he could be broke.
No. No.
He could be broke with potential.
I'm gonna be honest. No.
He could be broke with education.
No.
So
No broke.
This is a person that has a doctorate. Let's say he has a doctorate, right? He had to do this himself.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't have a mom, right? Mom and dad, whatever. They ain't really give a rat's ass about his dream. He just graduated. You feel me? Y'all just run into each other. Y'all meet each other, and he has a nice smile. He's handsome, right? You like him, but he's broke.
I've done broke. I will
I'm
not
just
do
saying,
broke again.
listen, you where you are right now,
Mm-hmm.
he's not asking for no handout. He just likes hanging out with you. Now, when I say he's broke, I mean he don't have the fancy car.
Right
I don't
now.
care. I'm not materialistic, but I don't want you in my pockets.
But you can see that his
education,
his trajectory is up. Like you can see this. Like this isn't hidden, right?
Mm-hmm.
You see that he's going up. He just needs to believe in himself.
Okay, yeah, I can work with that.
Okay.
But if you expected me to finance you,
That's
no.
a lot. And you ain't gonna never meet nobody like that. So I was just
That's a hell of a scenario,
just
bro.
seeing how deep we can go. You feel me? But it's a real thing. But go ahead. Say what you were saying.
But let me see here. I feel like at my age I want someone to be grounded, stable, emotionally, financially. Do you have to have all your shit together? No. But I don't want to build somebody. I don't want to do that at my age. If I was younger, maybe. But I'm older now, so I'm like, no.
You're not build the bear. You're not building the
No,
bear.
not doing that.
Okay.
If I was younger though, I would be more inclined to be more flexible. But now I kind of know like what I can deal with and what I can't.
That's fair. That's definitely fair.
I don't have a problem struggling. Right? I'm not gonna allow what we're going through to break the love that I have for whoever I'm with. Right? But we'll have these conversations. You feel me? There has to be a plan.
Yeah.
And if we can't make a plan, then the only plan we can make is to leave. If you can't talk and let me know how you feel and let me know what you see and let me know what you want, we can't have those conversations. If the only thing you worried about is what you're going to receive, this isn't going to work. Because I'm not about just receiving things. You feel me? Like, I'm a giver. So we got to try to figure out how we can make this thing work and make it work for the best of both of us.
Right.
not just for you, but for me. How does this benefit both of us at the same time? And that's hard, bro, in a relationship, because let's just say it's never 50-50.
There it is.
You
I
feel
want
me?
to read Quanisha's comment about, and I can actually agree with that one, where it says he can be broke and have potential if his mind is about building and can maintain himself. That's the thing. I'm not willing to like just you meet me and you want me to maintain you. Like I'm just not that. But I could work with that. What she said I could work with.
More than anything, when a man can't, if you're broke, you shouldn't be dating. I say that all the time, right? If you can't pay your bills, you shouldn't be dating.
There's plenty of people dating that's broke.
And that's the problem.
And they robbing Peter to Paul to take out Keisha.
That's the problem.
Broke as fuck.
I'm broke. I ain't dating nobody. I don't even want to go out with you. I don't want to go nowhere.
Man, if I'm broke, I'm going out. Going out.
Now you understand. And now you understand why you always yelling and fussing.
Listen, I'm going out.
No,
Fuck
but
that.
that's the problem.
That's
right?
going to help me release some stress from these four walls.
No, I'm not stressing over the four walls. I'm stressing over the money.
But
And the money's outside.
But you got to pay for the four walls.
But see, the thing is, like, if
going
I
out.
feel like if two people are dating,
I'ma
like,
fake the phone.
it's not the responsibility of the man to always take the woman out. Like, I don't mind spending money and taking.
You just said you didn't want to.
I said I didn't want. No, I said I didn't want. But I don't mind spending money.
You just said you didn't.
In the finance.
You just said you didn't.
I don't
you ain't got
mind.
time.
Listen, it's you depending on me. That's what I'm saying. I don't want you depending. Like, you can't maintain
You
yourself.
said you don't have a problem spending money.
But I don't have a problem spending money.
But he's not supposed to be dependent on you.
No, because you need to have your own.
So how can he be less dependent on you?
Because you need to be able to maintain without my money. Just like I have to maintain without your. I have to be able to maintain without your money.
Okay. But if he needs you,
If he needed me, yeah.
I need you to pay my phone bill.
If you had a, yeah, yeah.
I need you to pay my electricity.
No, see. How deep were we in? Like, how long we been together?
I need you to look out. We've been at it for a minute.
I don't mind helping and paying.
8 months.
So I'm
Phone
saying,
bill.
bro.
Oh, phone bill. I'll pay phone bill. Yeah.
Dante said it. Yeah, bro. Niggas need coochie too.
Listen, look, broke niggas better deal with broke coochie.
Listen. People need to stay in their pay grade. Stay in your pay grade. Stay in your pay grade.
No,
Why?
for real. I'm
just
looking.
saying.
Listen, I had a conversation with my old head earlier. He said, "Man, you gotta go after some chicks that got doctorates. You feel me? That's moving. That's able to do shit."
Exactly.
He was like, "Cause right now, bro, these females you dealing with. That's why you dealing with this petty stuff. Like those females don't. Shit is not petty up there. You feel me? If you say you need something, you gonna get it, right? Cause you need it. I got you.
You dropping the good
You
golf.
feel me? Now, even if you dropping a good dick off, it's still the same thing. Like, if
They excited about that.
now they not excited about that. They not really worried about it.
Oh, the ones up there?
Yeah.
Because they not getting it. Yes, they are. They excited. They want that.
Bro.
They want that.
Bro,
If they not getting good dick on the regular,
They are more concerned with what they have going on than anything else. But they're just trying to help a nigga out. They want you to expand your mind and your horizons. Because once you get up there to the top, bro.
But you have to add something to her that she can't do for herself. And it doesn't
Good
have to
dick.
be material. It might not be dick though.
can't
It
do
might
that.
not be dick though. It might be something emotional. It might be an emotional thing.
when you getting this good dick, you getting good emotional. I'm telling you.
And that's why
I'm telling you.
that's why Diddy and R. Kelly was stuck, because that's all they was thinking about. Was dick and pussy.
That was it.
That's why they had all that money and they still got stuck. You feel me?
They went about it the wrong way.
Once you reach a certain level, bro, once you are there and you are able to stay there and maintain yourself in that room, you ain't thinking about no dick and pussy no more. You trying to get to the next room. That's where the excitement comes from. You'll get some pussy along the way. You'll get some dick along the way. That's why I say the females they not thinking about that.
And you know what? Another comment I want to read. With some females with doctorates talk down on men and we emasculate a man. I don't have a doctorate. I have 2 master's degrees, but I know I used to be that chick. I'm not that chick no more. But I feel like sometimes when the educational thing is like not the same, then it could be, if that person doesn't meet you in certain ways, it could be that. And I was once that person. I'm no longer that person. So
you probably was going home by yourself too.
No comment.
Probably was going home by
Females
yourself.
are backward. Yeah, they talk down to men. You feel
I
me?
used to be one.
Until they meet a man that don't give. I don't give a fuck what you talking
I
about.
smack the shit out you. What you talking about? Fuck that degree.
You emasculate niggas
That's fucking
that
piece
went
of
to
paper.
school like you. You feel me? You ain't never came in the hood and emasculated a nigga. Nigga
Fuck
don't give
you
a
in
fuck
that
about what
piece
the
of
fuck you
paper.
talk about. Fuck you in your degree.
Take this dick and go
Yeah.
home. Because that's what you want.
Open your mouth.
That's what you ain't have in a while. Because you've been in that book, bitch. Serious. You ain't had none.
They have insecurities with money. That's all. It becomes a power struggle.
It does. It does.
And that's
it
what
does.
that's where does struggle build love or break it. You can have a power struggle in your relationship over power, over who's doing what. If you make more money than me, you paying the bills. I'm staying home. I ain't got no problem with that. I thought I told y'all that shit. Didn't
You
I
say that. You said you
There
don't,
ain't no
but
struggle.
but you never had that
Are
experience.
you telling me
But
I
you
can
ain't
stay
gonna wear
home?
these pants though.
I can stay home all day and do this radio stuff
And not
do
have to worry about
podcasts
the
in the
money?
house, bro? Give me a basement where I can have all my stuff at. I don't give a fuck what you talking about.
You ain't listen. A woman gonna be a woman need to be a woman, and a man need to be a man. Now, if the roles reverse just based on the income level, then that's fine. But you definitely not gonna wear the pants in this house. You know what type of money you ain't getting? Listen, I break both Satan. I ain't gonna do that.
You stay talking smack.
I ain't gonna do that.
Fucking snitch.
Yo, you said you wasn't gonna talk about that.
I ain't. Don't nobody even know what I'm talking about.
I know.
You know.
The struggle is real.
I'm glad you know.
But I do believe that in some situations it could work where a woman might be making significantly much more money than her mate if the man is bringing something to the table besides dick that is something that woman wants or desires or has missed out in other relationships, or just you're bringing something to the table she's never experienced that may not be sexual. The way you care for her, the way you nurture her, then you can still win.
I don't know, man.
I'm the same way.
It's a lot. It's a lot of
Sapiosexual.
that-
Intelligence is everything for me.
that power struggle. I definitely could see where
She
if
talking about me to her friends.
if your financial status is not allowing you to, say a certain talk to me, or what I'm saying, say it whatever. That shit is weird. Money ain't got shit to do with how we going cope together. Ain't
That's
got
true.
shit to do with it.
That's true.
Can you be there for me? Can I be there for you? Can I count on you? Can you count on me? If that ain't that, then yeah, we gonna struggle. And motherfucker, we leaving. We going chuck the deuces to each other. That's it.
And she said, "Fuck your dick." You heard that?
That's me all day.
Who said what?
Anisha, I think I'm pronouncing her name. I'm with her on that. I'm the same way.
Fuck your dick.
Fuck your dick. Fuck your dick. If you don't have intelligence, if you can't mentally stimulate me, you can't fuck me. You
Mentally stimulate you.
cannot.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't care how big your stuff is, how cute you are. If you're not intelligent, I can't rock with you. It all starts mental with me. But everybody different.
Everybody is different. You ain't never lied
What the
about
fuck
that.
is mental stimulation?
What you mean? What's mental
What you
stimulation?
mean? What you
I'm
mean?
asking you, what is it? I'm just asking what's mental stimulation.
When someone
Have you in all about what you said that you already heard?
no,
years already
that
ago?
you can talk to them. You can talk to them like being able to communicate.
Having a
like,
conversation is mentally stimulating.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm just asking. I'm asking what we're qualifying as mental stimulation. Having good conversation.
Having good conversation on different topics.
Okay.
Being engaging.
Okay.
Being able to talk about things that's like just
Meaningful?
meaningful things.
Okay.
Yes. Mhm.
So what if that man don't know you like to talk about the weather or politics or religion and shit like that?
Well, this is the thing. If any man that was, I'm speaking for myself, interested in me, they're going to know those things because they're going to pay attention. They're going to be observant. They're going to, observant, paying attention. That's how you would know. Ask questions. If you're interested, you're going to ask questions. But everybody different.
Yeah. So if everybody's different, I'm glad that you said that. If everybody's different, do we meet people where they are? And then is that vice versa, or is just a man going after a woman? So am I only supposed to meet the woman where she is, or is she supposed to meet me where I am at?
Well, it depends on the interest. Like, I feel like if you're interested in someone, then you're trying to get to know them. You try to meet them where they are at, or at least try to meet somewhere in the middle.
Okay, I'm just asking questions. Don't charge me with no crime, y'all. I'm just asking questions because when I hear that deal with ninjas, I know we're dumb as shit in school. That's why I love my brother. Nigga said it. He said niggas he know dumb as shit.
There's a lot of lies.
They might have grown, Dante.
Yeah, when you know better, you do
grown.
better.
They may have
When you know
grown.
better, you do better. Because you might have, fell for some dummies back in your day.
When a female streets.
It's all types of females for the streets. It's educated females for the streets.
Absolutely.
It's non-educated females for the streets.
Damn right.
So it's hard to tell, but you'll figure that out. And when you figure it out, trust me, you'll know it.
Listen, man.
Like, oh, she's for the street.
Yeah, because she been a bookworm her whole life. Now it's time for me to let my hair down.
But I feel like the people that's for the streets, like, and maybe not educated, it's like a kind of double standard versus somebody that's for the streets and educated. I feel like people are treated or looked at differently.
You think so?
I think they don't look, yeah.
How do you think they look that different?
I feel like somebody that's from the streets and maybe they not educated, they might get talked about worse than a person that's like educated and for the streets.
Why?
I think the person that's educated and for the streets gets talked about worse because nigga, what the fuck
going
is you out here for?
backwards.
Nigga that ain't educated, that's the only fucking place you can be.
Yeah, you going backwards if you're an educated woman. Now you want to let your hair down. You want what they call it, the hoe phase. You want to experience your hoe phase. You done got.
Do you think there's an expiration
done
date
got
for like a certain
T-masters.
age for a certain age for a whole stage? Like, is it a certain
Yes.
age? Okay.
Yes.
What's the age?
Ain't no expiration date on no hoe.
That's what I'm thinking. I was about to say there ain't no expiration. Yeah.
It's an expiration date on everybody, y'all.
Ain't no
What are we
people
expiration
start
date on no
dating
hoe. When she died, she died.
Still a hoe?
Yeah.
No, what did she
Bro,
change?
once a hoe, always a hoe, bro.
Well, I don't agree with that.
And that's
but
for
I
the
feel like you
women.
can be a hoe at any age.
Once a hoe, always a hoe, bro.
I don't agree with that though.
I'm trying to figure out where is she going?
So once a player, always a player?
In some forms and fashion, yeah, absolutely. But once a hoe, always a hoe. Like, if you were fucking for money and getting paid for it,
We not talking about that
Any
kind of
ti-
hoe.
what kind of hoe
We
is
talking
there?
about somebody that's like sexually liberated. I guess.
What is sexual liberation? She just giving out her pussy?
She likes to fuck, and she's protecting herself.
Ain't no man gonna be with no woman that likes to fuck. Find me a nigga that's with a woman right now that likes to fuck.
Cassie,
That nigga,
she has a husband.
he's white. He don't like to fuck.
I didn't know that, y'all. That's surprising to me. But
She's married, and
Yeah, yeah.
he's heard all types of. Because the thing is, this is how I feel.
There's some
This is
reform hoes out there.
this is my opinion. This is my opinion. We should be at an age where your past is your past. Long as you're healthy, long as you ain't got no STDs, your past is your past.
Once a liar, always a liar. Once a hoe, always a hoe. Like, it's just that simple. You'll never be able to. Once a liar, you're a liar. You're going.
No. So, okay.
Go ahead.
How can you say that when we get on this podcast and you talk about your past and you have changed? I've seen, and I haven't even known you long, but I've seen you evolve.
Right.
So how can you make that statement?
Once a hoe, always a hoe. If she's fucking for money.
So again, you evolved from the behaviors.
I wasn't fucking
Okay,
for
no,
money.
we're not talking about
Now you're
fucking.
talking about me.
I'm just using examples.
You're talking about behaviors.
We're talking about
thought you were about to
behaviors.
say me.
We're talking
I
about
wasn't fucking for money like
But
Mike.
we're talking about behaviors. You had certain behaviors that you used to do that you no longer do. So why can't a hoe not be a hoe no more?
Because it's hard for her to change. That
Why
was because she was giving up a part of herself. And she gave up a part of herself, and she continued to give up a part of herself until she realized that giving up a part of herself didn't feel.
I'm gonna be on a serious note real quick.
Finish.
Think about people that are called to ministry, like whether
now she's a hoe for God.
Whether you no, seriously, some people might have.
Now she throwing it in a circle for God. What?
Some of the.
Now she in the back room with the bishop.
Some of the people that have had the craziest past be the best people to evolve and teach others on how to be better.
A junkie can have a greater, but if you're a straight up hoe,
you really just not going to let off of that.
No,
you really think once a hoe, always a hoe.
Yes, she could have a job at McDonald's. Somebody's in the back room by the fries fucking her, bro. She's old.
That's so not true.
Okay.
Because people can change.
Were you a hoe?
I was never a hoe.
See? So you don't know.
I know I had certain behaviors that weren't very becoming of me that I've changed from.
Right.
So if I can change from that.
It's a whole different mindset for that. What Dante say?
There are male hoes. I'll tell you why I am.
And Dante, were you able to change? Fuck no.
I can't even look at it.
Fuck no. And Leslie can't even sit there and say Dante has changed. Fuck no.
Crazy. Oh my God.
Okay, that's one person
Oh
though.
my God.
I gotta take that off.
That's one person.
I can't read
That's
that.
one person.
Dante is an asshole.
I'm saying, does that mean once a liar, always? That's a different thing.
So you can change from being a liar. You can be a liar and not be a liar, but you can't go from being a hoe to not a hoe.
Okay, all right. So what are the things that make up a hoe?
Someone that sells their coochie for money,
Someone that sells their coochie for money,
or sell their dick for money.
Someone that sells their dick or their coochie for money. That makes a hoe. Someone that has a ton of promiscuous partners. Someone that can't be trusted. So you can say she can go down to understand, but once she realizes that her pussy can make her money, it's very hard for her to change. There are females out here that are not selling their pussy for money. They just love to fuck. So
she wouldn't be considered a hoe, even if she smashed the same amount of people that the hoe did, but because she don't sell her coochie, she give it up for free.
Right.
She's not a hoe.
She's dumb.
Dumb. How you figure she's dumb?
So that's what 2 Chainz call
being
it.
sexually
2
liberating.
Chainz said that you if you got some good pussy, you should always have your rent paid.
Fuck no, I don't want the change out for the sheets,
not the streets.
Not the streets. Oh my God.
None of y'all have. What do you, I don't know what you're talking about. None of us have changed. None of us have tried.
Oh God, I can't even look at this screen.
I told you.
Hey, if that's what you sold it for, as long as you made some money off the cocaine, you ain't put it up your nose. But this is the thing.
So I just want to make sure there's a difference between being sexually liberated versus a hoe. So the only thing is the difference is one is selling it and one is just giving it out because they want to give it out.
Right. The sexually liberated one can stop.
But you don't have a problem with somebody being sexually liberated.
So if she want to smash for free, is not a hoe.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. She can give out her coochie, long as she's not selling it, she ain't a hoe.
Yeah, because she hasn't realized that it can make her money.
She could have been that molested little girl that just is always wanting that.
And that's deep. And I don't want you trying to get on the deep stuff because this is not the podcast for it.
Get deep.
But think about people that were molested and they become hypersexual because they were molested. That is not of their own doing.
Is she selling
Someone touched them.
Is she selling it?
Maybe.
Is she making money off of it?
Maybe.
She's old.
And she will continue to do that. She will do that until the end of time. Why? Because she figured out she can make money off of it. And if she's able to charge a good amount.
What if she was pimped out? Like, when she was pimped out to become a hoe.
And then she runs into this new age line of pimping where you can just put your butt on the escort channel and a nigga pick it and call you and tell you to come over and you go over and you charge him $200 and the nigga, understand this.
So you believe
no
in
matter what, a nigga never takes that full hour to bust a nut. No
that
matter what, the nigga never takes a full hour to bust a nut. The nigga might take 20 minutes. You still get the $500 or the $300 or the $400. You leave there and put your ass back up again. That's a hoe.
So you can't make a hoe.
That's a whore.
So do you believe in that saying you can't turn a hoe into a housewife?
Is it a saying?
Somebody experienced it.
How can you turn a hoe into a housewife? Ask me. You can't. So if she's selling her pussy, making money off of her
pussy. When she stops selling it?
She'll never stop selling it.
So,
that's about the struggle. That's the struggle. That's the struggle.
Build. So once an addict, always an addict?
No, you're an addict. You're not addicted to that.
You're an addict.
I was an addict. I quit all my addictions straight up.
But
no
if you're
problem. There was no way you couldn't tell P wasn't fucking like 4 or 5 times a day, bro.
If you're an addict,
you feel me? You're different.
You're addicted to something, correct?
Yeah, addicted to the feeling. Is she making money? Again,
Mike,
keep on.
Can you weigh in on this?
She could be addicted to money. You know what I mean? And her only way or means of getting it, or the amount that she wants and requires or desires, is selling.
But do you think that this person, if this person stops, that
I believe she can change.
Yeah,
I believe
that's
it can
what
change.
I'm saying.
I don't.
Mike ain't gonna wife her.
I'm not gonna wife her.
Right.
No,
so why would she change? Ain't nobody gonna wife her. Why would she change? Once she change and fall back,
they would find somebody. Some dumb old head don't wanna die alone.
We're watching. I'm not.
That's what I'm gonna have.
And I'm not. No disrespect. No disrespect to Cassie, but she been ran through and she is married with kids.
She's white.
She's not white.
He's white.
She got kids.
Yeah, she about to have 3. She's has 2.
Yeah,
she's
she
about to have another
love
one.
things going in and out.
She's about to have 3 children.
That's probably the best orgasm she have, having a baby.
This woman was been ran through in her. And listen, I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna say this. There is somebody out there for everybody. Her man seen a lot of stuff about her. And still,
no, he just now seeing that stuff.
Married her.
I think that's
fresh. He ain't see that stuff from the beginning.
But he
knew her story. He knew a lot of her story. He
knew she was nasty.
He knew she was dealing with Diddy, and she was abused. He didn't know she was in there lubing herself up and sliding in and out. And niggas was over there jumping on top of her like a trampoline.
Well, they said in the hearing that one time he called her and she was having sex with Diddy or something.
On the hearing, during the hearing, they're saying this. You don't know what she told her.
All I'm saying is that there's somebody out there for everybody. And y'all might say, oh, I wouldn't wife this person because she was a hoe or she was this. There is somebody out there that will accept that person.
Yeah.
There is.
How old is this guy?
How old is the guy?
Yeah, Cassie's husband.
I don't know. He's probably like her age. She's like 38. He might be about that age.
I did not know. Dang, man.
So again.
And niggas say an addict is always an addict. Yeah, you find different things to be addicted to. I'm addicted to the radio station.
But an addict is always an addict, but recovering, like you were reformed.
Leslie said that this was Diddy's old trainer.
Yeah, it was.
So he knew.
Yeah, exactly. So he knew that she was getting ran through to a certain extent, and he still married her.
I said he was white.
He liked that freaky
stuff. Was he white?
Yeah, she was nice.
He liked that freaky stuff.
I'll never be able to. And the way I put my leg in the air and she get right down there and get the business. I don't got a command or nothing. What man don't like? Like I said, somebody's gonna want her. I didn't say she wasn't gonna be one. I said she will always still be a hoe.
But if
she made money selling it, she's still gonna make money doing the same thing.
Diddy made her.
He won't know. She come home with a pair of. She done had a hell of a day. She done dealt 6 niggas.
But
$300. She bring that nigga a pair of Versace shades or some Versace cologne like Mike got on.
But when I hear you say that,
he be like, "Oh, baby, you love me. I just thought about you today and shit. I got a little bonus. Go in that room and give her." And she ready to fuck him too.
But when I hear you say somebody's a hoe, it's like you make it seem like they can't change, like they cannot stop that behavior.
I can't speak for everyone.
Okay.
I can only speak for the hoes that I know.
Okay.
And those hoes that I knows is still hoes today. And they're going to continue to be hoes because that's all they worried about is the money.
And again, I'm not going to keep on going back and forth.
Yeah.
You don't know their history. You don't know if they were molested or raped,
matter.
hypersexual because of those things that happened to them.
Now
Some people don't get into that
so
career
can we
money.
excuse Diddy for the things that we talked about that
Yeah.
for 2 minutes, that Diddy went through something. We talked about what R. Kelly went through. We talked about what whoever else went through.
I did, again, R. Kelly and Diddy did some terrible things, but I also said that they were groomed and they were actually observing things that they shouldn't have. And I do have some empathy for them for that because it contributed to some of their behaviors.
Yep, and then they got that money. Then they got them doors that you ain't supposed to open when you come to the house.
So again, even though I feel like what they did was what Diddy did is horrible, I still have some empathy because only at the end of the day, only God can judge. And at the end of the day, he was exposed to all that
I always
stuff.
say that when they got 12 people judging, plus the judge with the black guy.
I mean, the ultimate judge and jury. When
Oh, when you about to die?
yeah.
Put him in a shark with a tank. if only God can judge, the shark won't attack if he's guilty.
Goddamn right.
That's how you find out if a motherfucker guilty. Put him in the
Who's the
shark.
judge now?
Or put him in there with a well. Jonah was in the well of a mouth for how
Let me
long?
read Dante's
3
comment.
days.
A hoe can be reformed. Men let their ego get in the... Ooh, you better say it. Let their ego get in their way, worried about what other men are going to say about him. If
That's
he
my
deal
hoe.
with that said hoe, loves who loves you. I am affirmed.
That's my hoe.
Tell Dante that whoever female sent you that, bro, throw that shit in the trash.
That's why you for the streets.
That's
right there.
exactly why you for the streets,
Exactly
bro.
why you for the streets. That
Nigga.
saying shit like that.
Oh my God.
Saying shit like that.
There's plenty of men that slang they dick to Keisha, Nikki, and
Yeah,
Tanya,
yeah.
and they get married to a nice, wholesome woman.
Guess what?
A nice, wholesome woman and ain't been for
what-
the streets.
Guess what? That's why it's double standards. That's why y'all
And
got,
I'm not for that
That's
shit.
why y'all got y'all double
I'm not
standards.
for that
Y'all
shit
got
at
all
all.
types of
If
double
it's for,
standards.
I'm not.
It's for both of
No,
us. There are double standards for
no.
women. There are double standards for men.
No.
That right there.
If a man can
Dante know damn well he don't feel that way. He know damn well he don't feel that way.
It's plenty of men walking around. You be like, damn, how he get there? He used to be a hoe. Got this nice lady.
You
on
know
his arm.
your chick done got smashed by 40 niggas in a bar, and you gonna go in there holding her hand and kiss on her.
That's
You
my
don't
hoe
know
now.
who done bust on her face.
We
and
at a
her-
certain age though. We're not. Everybody in here 40 plus.
No.
At some point, like, come on now, you really care about what
I don't need to
niggas
see
think.
your past though every weekend.
No.
though.
You don't
I'm
need
not-
to see their past, but at the end of the day, if your ego is intact, why do you give a fuck about what anybody else thinks about the
I
person
don't
that you chose to be with?
It's not what I think about what they. It's what I'm thinking about. Hell, bitch. Damn. Like if I know for a fact.
But if you smashed a lot of women, how you going to judge another woman for
I don't have
smashing
their-
a lot of
I don't-
men?
See, that's the thing.
Like how?
Bro, that's
How?
that's the difference.
That's the double standard.
That's the difference.
I don't fucking like that shit.
Well, you gotta let me answer it.
Okay.
Instead of getting mad, I'm the man, so it's not too much on me. You're the woman.
Oh, so you could be a hoe and it's okay.
Yeah.
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 That shit's terrible.
That's the
But
double
anyway,
standard
okay.
though. That because y'all have
I do
y'all have
feel that
the
way, bro.
y'all
Well,
have
let
the
me
precious.
At a certain age, love who loves you. Shit.
Ain't no such thing as love who loves you, bro. That means
What you mean?
That means if you love who loves you, what are you doing? You're resorting. What's the question? What's the answer I'm looking
At the
for?
what you mean settling?
Huh?
Settling?
Yeah.
You're doing that. You're doing that.
You gonna settle down with a hoe?
Cause she loves you.
If
You
that
gonna set? You are going
a
to
reformed hoe. Keyword reformed.
There is no such
reformed.
thing as a
There's
reformed
reformed
hoe.
players, right? Reformed players.
A player not necessarily wasn't fucking all the chicks that he was playing.
But he was manipulating.
Okay, how you know
He
not-
was just playing.
You need manipulation. A leader is a
That's some
manipulator.
bullshit, yo.
Is a leader not a manipulator?
Oh, master manipulator.
Is the pastor in church not a manipulator?
Some are.
Bullshit.
I say some. I don't know everyone. Some are. Some are.
You have to move.
You can't judge. Like, I feel like
You have to move people with your mouth. If you're a leader, you have to move people with your mouth. You got to get them to understand who you are, right?
Leaving
so you have
yourself.
to manipulate. You have to manipulate. So when you're talking about, I'm talking about a hoe. I'm talking about a chick that wakes up in the morning, checks her phone, and goes out and makes money. He ain't never dated that type of hoe. So you can't say you're okay with dating that type of hoe. That type of hoe don't.
What if they did that
That
to
type of hoe
survive?
don't want no relationship.
If they did that to survive.
Yo, you can get a job. You don't have to sell your pussy. Do you sell yours?
No, I don't.
Right.
I
So
work.
guess what? You don't. You obviously you can see that you can get a job.
Just got to go through the process.
No, but
You got double standards like a mother.
I don't have double standards.
These double standards was created way before
Too
we got
many
here.
double standards.
We didn't do that.
I'm trying to figure out where Dante felt as though he had to say, "I will date a hoe," and say that shit and mean that shit.
Reformed hoe, maybe.
He will not-
Reformed hoe.
he will not-
Reformed.
Bro, that's what he did
Reformed.
say.
Reformed.
He said that.
A what?
He said that.
A reformed hoe?
No, Dante.
Like boy, like he be tripping.
He said, "Pause, P. I'm not moving people with my mouth." Shit.
That's what
You said that. You did say that.
you don't.
No, Diddy.
Oh, I'm trying to figure out what type of people are you talking about.
You said that when we were talking about manipulating. You said that.
She said a player. Don't a player move people with their mouth?
Yeah, but you know what people doing now? They pausing everything. And Dante said it.
Nigga, I said reformed hoe. I don't give a.
That's what I was saying. Reformed hoe.
Dante. All right, real quick.
How did we get on this?
This reformed hoe that you have, right? She's with you, and this is matter of fact, you love her, man. You married this hoe, bro. You out with her.
Married to reform. You
Married a reformed hoe, and you okay with walking into a place and about 30 niggas in there that had her,
paid for it.
paid for her, but she reformed, nigga. She yours now. Put her under a, what's that light that they,
The black light.
Put her underneath the black light. You see spots all over her.
You know what? You ain't right. You ain't
She got
right.
spots on her. She
You ain't
covered in
right.
spots.
Oh my
ain't
God.
right.
And you comfortable with that? Come on, Don. Don't
ain't
do
right.
that to me,
You
bro.
not right.
Don't do that to me,
You
bro.
not right.
Still got,
Don't do that to me,
she
bro.
still got
That's
residue
corny,
for
bro.
niggas. With 30 niggas.
I hate when a nigga do that shit, bro.
Oh my
Don't
God.
do that. Don't keep it real, bro.
You gotta
Hey,
be clean.
it's not gonna happen.
Us
gotta
women
be
have to
clean
deal with that.
reform,
Sometimes
bro.
us women have to deal with that.
Deal with what? It's
You
one
if you deal
spot.
if you deal with
If
a
you
man,
put me
you
underneath a
deal-
black light right now, it's probably all types of spots on my dick.
if you've done with somebody that was known as a hoe at some point, that was a player at some point,
Okay.
and a woman decides to be with that person, they still have to be like, oh my God, you fucked her, you fucked her, you fucked her, you fucked her. It's the same fucking thing.
Okay.
But it's so
It's a badge of honor for us.
that shit's
It's a
just-
badge of honor for females because they don't care.
Listen, he said,
my
I'm
lady.
moving my reform hoe away from Ninja so she can be a reformed hoe in peace.
There you go.
Okay.
You hear how you read that? That's exactly how he fucking sound. That ain't Dante.
Listen,
That's not
I
Dante.
can really hear him saying that.
That's not
This is
Dante.
crazy.
That's not the Dante that I know. So
I'm
y'all
just
can.
saying,
Y'all,
everybody has a past. Everybody. Some people's past is
There you go, Dante.
Everybody
That's the
has,
real Dante.
everybody has a past.
Nah, that right there.
I said I'm moving my reformed hoe.
Reform away.
Bro, you ain't moving that reformed hoe nowhere.
Everybody has a past.
She got a
though.
roast beef.
Everybody
He know
has
it's
a
all
past.
pulled out now. That drink, ugh.
That's terrible.
The best thing you can do for her is put it in her butt.
Really though?
She always asking for it because that joint ain't got no walls.
No feel.
Now you got a reformed hoe. Crazy.
Say no one
And you,
reform one at a
and
time.
you in love.
I don't even.
I'm done with Dante. Oh my
I
God.
just feel like everybody deserves love, so that's just why I'm going hard on this. I don't
Everybody deserves love. There will be somebody that loves
There is-
her. I'm
you
not
said
saying.
it. You said there's
I
someone
just
for
said
everybody.
she will never stop being a hoe. When times get hard in your relationship and money ain't coming in, she gonna go get it.
She can go get it. Are you cool with that? Go getting it.
She going out to get it. You get fired from your job. You
You
get
ever
injured
dealt
on
with
your
a hoe?
job.
You ever dealt with a hoe? Somebody that sold their coochie?
Have I ever bought coochie before? Is that
Yes,
what you're asking
yes,
me?
yes.
Absolutely.
Okay.
$20.
Ooh, got
$20? $20?
Bag of rocks.
20?
Cheap.
That's really cheap.
Listen, man.
How
those
much you
was the
supposed to
days.
pay?
Those
I'm not
was-
saying I haven't paid
I
more.
don't know.
Those
I
was
just
the
didn't
days.
think-
In strip clubs, I'm not saying I haven't paid more.
Listen, man.
Look at him. Look at him. I love Arby's. He just talking.
Like
just
that
talking.
roast beef.
He just talking. I'll call that nigga right after this show. Boy, you know damn well.
Listen,
No.
man. Yo, great show tonight, y'all.
Absolutely.
It's been fun. It's been
Absolutely.
fun. It's been
Absolutely.
real. But we got a pill, man. We'll see y'all next week for another episode of Straight
Like.
Dat. Peace, y'all.
I ain't marrying no hoes, bro.
You ain't marrying them?